Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Buxton, the Technical Trader at TechTrader.com. It's Wednesday, the 19th of February. These are the charts of the day, and what a day on Wall Street. New record highs across the board. Lots of stocks are popping, running, extending, etc. Let's take a look at a bunch of them, many of which are swing trades and or have been. Advanced Micro has been ramping since October when it broke out of the falling wedge, popped out to about 30 and just kept running. Today reaching 59.27, right in my 59.60 zone. And quite frankly, if I have to extend this, it's like a little overbought short term. I think we'll see 60, 62. We may get a pullback. At some point, though, 70, 75 is still within range in my mind as a longer term channel top target and a fifth wave. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this could be a 1, 2, 3. If we get a 4, we could get a 5. We could even see $80 on this thing long term. But for now, very, very nice additional a 201 today on 57.7 million. BE Bloom Energy is moving as well, and here's a stock that traded in 2018 all the way up in that 38 range, and they dropped it down to 2 and change. Well, a big blow off the low and pullback, and then the wedge, which started the whole pattern after breaking out of the double bottom. Pop, pullback, pop again. It's ramped up 3 days in a row now, going from 9 to 14 plus. And you can see that there's some overhead resistance at the double top back in the February-May period. This high was about 15.45, and this one was 16.65. So we got a little bit of resistance in that zone, and also some resistance right in there. So this is the target zone for BE going forward, but I think it's going to get extended, way extended. If it gets up in that area, I'd be a seller there, at least short term. Well, Ballard just keeps pushing it, and after a nasty little 3-day pullback a month ago, this thing's come on strong, with especially the last 2 days on big volume. Today, 8.1 million shares up, $1.64, 13%, and this doesn't look done yet. 15 and near 18 on my targets. Beyond Meat broke out of his wedge yesterday, a little bit of a fall through today, nothing spectacular, up 4 points. But I do think if this is taken out, then you're on your way. Watch 134 and 3/4, 35 area. We get through that, you're looking at potentially 155. So this going to need volume. It's going to need a breakout. Swing trade CC, which popped on Thursday and backed off. Popped on Monday and backed off yesterday. Today had an inside day, positive one, but nevertheless, I still needed to get above the 20 and a quarter range to really get this one running. If that occurs, 22 and a half and 25 are my targets. One of the top 30 picks of the year, Compugen. What a beautiful move in the last year. This has gone from 2 to 10. It doesn't look done by any means. The long-term inverse head and shoulder pattern broke out there. This rising pattern here had me going. That's why I put it out in December as one of my picks for the year. It subsequently more than doubled. It got up to 1032 today and backed off. My next targets are 11 3/4 and 14 and a half. Clovis might be making a move here. It popped nicely today, up $1.20 or 13%. 9.5 million traded. That's the best volume in 2 weeks. Watch this 2 levels. First of all, the recent rally back high 1063, today's high 1065. So we're right there. We can pop through tomorrow or have some sort of a breakaway gap. You might see Clovis come on strong and take out the double top. This is your next objective, to take out 11.25.28. You do that, you're probably headed for a run or a test of the 13 and 3/4 range, followed by potentially 17, 17 and a half. A nice setup though. CTSO with an explosive move and a pullback. I like the big volume on it. I like the overall breakout above the resistance channel and the pullback right to it. For me, this stock is headed towards 8 and a half zone. This pullback may have been an opportunity. I put a swing on it today. Fuel cell, well, really acting well. The base, the breakout, the pullback, and the run up. Now we got a triple top up here. Watch fuel cell going forward above 3. That's 4.5 and 6 on the way if it happens. Long term, if this angle of ascent does occur, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth wave could blow it up to the 8, 9, 10 range. INSG, one of my top picks of the year as well. Look at the long-term chart. It's a beauty. After coming down hard from the 985 range down to 665, this has really, really run back nicely. It's still maintaining a rising channel angle. And that angle calls for a move to 11 3/4 and then 13. KRMD popped today out of a coil that's lasted 2.5 months. Volume picked up to 685,000, the biggest volume, as I said, in a while, and one of the bigger volumes of the year. Coming out of a coil, I'm looking now for this stock to get to 9.5 in that zone. Okay, what a wonderful recovery after getting slam dunked all the way back from 51.38 to 26.75 in 2 weeks, getting cut in half. It then reversed, coiled, and broke out today. Next target would be 45.5, and then the high around 51. Looking not bad at all. Pretty intriguing to me. MNK may have found support and bounced back today. It was up about 7.5%, 6.5 million shares. I need more volume than that, and I needed it through 550, so watch for that. If we do get that, 6 3/4, 7, and 8.5 are targets. Momenta, fabulous chart. Base pattern, run up, spike up, back off the double top and break through. I don't see anything holding this back other than maybe 15 years ago when the stock spiked up to 34.5. That would be a potential target, but it's right there. If we blow through that, we can see mid-40s. Puma, base, breakout, little wedge, and pop. I need some more volume, but I got to tell you, I think this is going to 18.20. PCG also popped out of a wedge today, up another $1.42 or 8.8%. Volume was a hefty 14.4 million. I need this stock to extend. My next target is 20. PI popped for the second day in a row, confirming the breakout late yesterday from their wedge. There is a line of resistance up in that area between 38 and 39.5. We get through that, stock could fly into the mid-40s. Plug exploded today in a complete engulfing day on 50 million shares. First a dip and then a rip. Down to 436 and then up to 578. And the close was right there. This is a new multi-year, let's see, the highest since 2014, a 6-year high. I think this thing's got more to go. Purple, still moving. Look at the way this stock has trended since we gave the in the 7-8 range. It's now more than doubled. I wouldn't be shocked to see 17. Quad, popped, exploded on big volume, backed off, and then firmed up a little at the close. The 1 minute chart shows that a late base developed. We'll see if it gets any follow through. Right now it's a little quiet after hours. RCUS exploded 2 days in a row now, taking it from 11 to almost 16, 16.20 actually, and now stalled in its own. And there is some resistance ahead. I would look for a target around 18 on the next move. SPGL, the gold stock, ramped up to the top of the channel, up another $1.23 or 10%. Fantastic looking long-term chart. Now that it's above that area, I wouldn't be shocked to see a stock make a 19.5 to 20 zone move up in that area. SCDG Solar Edge, one of the premier stocks in the solar group, fantastic day up, 1944, 18%, 4.5 million shares, and a breakaway move on strong earnings. Top of the channel beckons. That target is 155. Solengenics broke out of a wedge today. Look at the base. Breakout, retest, pullback, explosion, move, and then coil. Low volume ebb, pop, pop, target 5. SPCE won't quit. After coming back down hard yesterday, it recovered today. And that trend line holds true. If this gets over 38 3/4, look for low 40s, maybe mid 40s. Square popped out of a key resistance zone and consolidation area, and across a quadruple top. For me, I think the stock has a good shot at making a move back up here, and that's about 100. TAN in the solar group, the TAN Guggenheim Solar ETF, fantastic, and you can see it's at the top of the channel. But after a massive move that took it from 16 3/4 to over 14 3/4, this stock looks like it's a little bit short-term overbought. However, momentum in that group is strong. We might see that stock extend. And finally, WRTC popped out of a wedge. I put a new swing on it. I really think this stock is headed for higher levels. At the very least, I'm pretty sure we're going to see this make a move towards 8.5. But my targets are 9 3/4 and 11 3/4, 12. And that's it for tonight, everyone. Have a good evening.